to some power rankings, guys.
All right, guys. We did them last week. We're going to do them again this week. One of my favorite segments. Coming in at number 10 is actually the exact same team as we had last week.
Yeah.
It was the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 38-30. They're just getting it done quietly. They're currently at the top of their division, but somebody's clawing at the doorstep, bro. They're fucking knocking on that door. They're trying to smash it down.
Yeah.
And that's number 19, actually, in St. Louis Cardinals.
The St. Louis Cardinals. They actually weren't on the list last week. And, you know, they are a really good team. Like, they're, like, neck and neck. I think they have the same record.
They have the exact same record
Right.
of 38-30.
Right.
And right now, Milwaukee is slightly ahead of them. But I was looking at the team stats or like slightly ahead of they're just number one. I was looking at the team stats, and it's like the Cardinals are just like better team-wise.
They're a better team,
and it's like their Milwaukee's pitching is definitely better, but St. Louis's offense is significantly better.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like they have like MVP caliber and Goldschmidt, like Arenado's having a great year, like a few other guys are breaking out there. So like,
and you know what? Like the Brewers have been struggling. They're starting to get out of it a little bit, but they have been struggling the last couple weeks. And the Cardinals they've been cruising.
They've been cruising, bro. They've been cruising, you know. So, like, that's going to be a good fight to watch for that division moving forward. Number 7 number 8, excuse me, is the Minnesota Twins. They're still at the top of their division, 38-29, so just slightly better than the Cards and the Brewers. Still kicking it away, doing what they got to do. You know, like, they're beating bad teams. They're kind of splitting against good teams. So. And
you know what? I'm going to be honest. Like, I thought they were going to fall off. Like, I thought, like, right in the beginning of the year, I was like, oh, they're good now, but like their team's not good.
Yeah.
Like, they sold their team last year, but no, I've been proven wrong. Their team is good. They got Carlos Correa back.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be just fine.
And like they could
could do
fall off at some point.
They could do it.
It's possible, but I mean they just keep chugging away. If you keep chugging away, you're gonna keep making the power rankings.
They need the White Sox to pick it up. Because they're not picking it up at all.
Well, and we'll talk about them
potentially
in a little bit. Yeah. Number 7 on this list, you got the Blue Jays. Now we did drop the spot.
We always got it.
Right as I was like, oh, we dropped the spot. Yeah, it's like, shut up, we dropped.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We dropped a spot because let's face it.
Yeah, we
had a bad week.
We had a bad week.
I mean, like we split with the Orioles, and then we were literally like fucking inches away. We had to claw our way out.
Yeah, we almost got swept.
We were very
I was
close
getting ready to put this title. I was like, yeah, Blue Jays get swept. What do we do now?
Very close to getting swept, you know. So like this was ultimately not a very good week. It feels like we're ending on a happy note because like we did just have a great comeback victory.
It feels like we won, but we didn't.
We didn't really. Like it was still a bad week.
Yeah,
so we're number 7 right now.
Yeah.
Number 6 on this list is actually the San Diego Padres.
Okay,
They've dropped a little bit, 41-26. Still doing very, very good. But it's actually a testament to the teams above them and why I put them there. And also, too, Manny Machado. I don't know if you heard about that.
He's hurt now. He's gone for several weeks.
He's done for a little while. So you think about who's on that team. You know, it's like, no, they just losing out on their MVP caliber guy right there. Still no Tatis.
Yeah.
It's like, when is this team gonna like start having the other shoe drop and like take some L's?
I mean, they're on a 3-game losing streak right now, and they actually at one point this week were in first in the division in the NL West, and then they kind of fell off a little bit because then obviously the Dodgers were coming back up. But yeah, they still have a really good record. I wouldn't be shocked to see him kind of come back. I know they did just lose Manny, but like, they still got a good team. So
they still got a very good team. Number 5 on this list is the Atlanta Braves. Dude, they have now clawed their way to second as far as team offense goes in the entire league.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, they're ahead of like basically everybody except the Yankees right now.
Wow.
So like they are kicking ass. They're they're a very hot streak. Everything's clicking.
Yeah, they had a 14-game win streak snap this week, so that's impressive. I mean, that's how you literally get yourself back. Like we had a big win streak recently. It was like I think we had like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Something like that.
And that's how we got back, and they're back in it too. 8-2 in their last 10.
Yeah, 8-2 in their last 10, 38-29 on the season. And it's just like, I feel like now, like if they're going to do this, I have to keep putting them in the top 5. Cause it's like, you won the World Series last year. This is what we thought that you were going to be.
You're back now.
And now, like, you are back. Like, you are officially back.
And their pitching's still good, too.
Their pitching's still good.
Yeah. They have a great bullpen, too.
Number 4 on this list is the Houston Astros. 40-25. They're still kicking ass.
Yeah. They dropped the spot. They went 5-5 this week. I mean, like, we went 5-5 in the last 10. We went 5-5 last 10. They're good. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
That's
you know, and it's like they dropped the spot because it's the Dodgers who is number 3. And it's the Dodgers are 40-24. And They're really good at baseball.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, this top 5 is just so fucking boring.
However, I will want to throw a little note in here. Like, they have been slowing down the Dodgers, and they are also losing Mookie Betts. He got a fractured rib the other day.
That is
so
big.
That's their all-star. Like, that's their guy this year. So he's gone. So a little bit of a crack in the armor in that top 4 spot. Okay. So we'll see.
I would love to drop them out of the top 5.
Oh, me too. They've been there for way too long.
I think they've been there the entire time. And
like most of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think like they've been in the top 5 like literally the whole season, and like I kind of hate it.
Yeah.
Number 2 on this list is the New York Mets, 44-24. What can you say about it? Like they're really good. You know,
they've been number 2 for the last like month. Yeah. They've just been solid.
They've been very solid. And then number 1 is obviously the New York Yankees. Like they were literally like a 3-run shot away from having 50 wins today.
Yeah.
They marched into Rogers Center on the road and like just fucking manhandled us. And like I said, like very easily could have swept us.
Oh, dude, and they swept the Rays this week. They were on a 9-game win streak, and easily could have swept the Jays. Imagine that going into the Rays came to them, but going into also Toronto and sweeping them. That's 2 top dogs in your division and just destroying them. They are in another tier. Like it's Mets and Dodgers and Houston, and then like it's the Yankees.
But it's Yankees.
They're another tier, and I'm jealous, and I'll keep saying it this entire year. Win like this, and I think I saw another stat. This is the 3rd best start in the last 66 years in all of MLB.
I believe it.
Right? I think the best start was the 2001 Seattle Mariners.
And the 2001 Seattle Mariners went on to have the best record ever.
Yep.
You know, so it's the New York Yankees are on pace for that. Like they could end up doing that.
Yep.
So you have to win.
You have to.
You have to win
insanity.
this year. It's like
it's
you
insanity.
just literally have to do that.